Hello everybody and welcome back to the Director of Football Challenge with Livorno. In today's episode we've got the opening game of our first season in Serie A, and of course we've got a summer transfer window to go over. And yeah, I think it's fair to say if we get any points from this season, it will be absolutely fantastic because the summer transfer window hasn't exactly gone to plan. We'll start off with the first signing, John Guridi. He's a centre midfielder from Real Sociedad. Now, as you can see, he's actually quite highly rated in our squad, but if you just look at his attributes, he's just not very good whatsoever. He's a central midfielder who can play in the defensive midfield role too. But yeah, he's one of our best signings of the summer. We also signed on loan Lorenzo Del Pinto from Benevento, a 3.5-star player in this squad. He's probably going to get plenty of game time due to the weakness of the talent in central midfield that we've got. So yeah, he's a welcome addition purely because he's good enough to get in our first team. Whether he's good enough for Serie A or not, probably not. Probably our best signing of the summer, in my opinion, Lorenzo Dickman. We've got him on loan from Roma for the season. He is, of course, a very attacking right back, and as our system dictates, we always want attacking full back. So I'm hoping this guy can maybe do something going down this right-hand side. But even though his attributes are well-rounded, they're all quite low. You know, I can't see anything higher than a 13, apart from his stamina. So he's probably the best signing. Shia Picasso, we have of course signed now. It is a summer transfer window and we agreed this transfer in January. His contract ran out at Atletico Madrid. He is an Italian. He is a striker. 3-star current, 5-star potential. A lot of hopes pinned on this guy, really. Dominic Mungo. Dominic Mungo. That was his name. We also agreed to sign him in January transfer window. A 3-star, 3-star. I imagine he's going to be a backup player as long as injuries. But he actually doesn't look too bad to me. He sort of looks on a similar level to Lorenzo Del Pinto. So I'm not too concerned with this one. Edoardo Natali is a 20-year-old Italian who we've just signed for the under-20s. Guidoni, the exact same. Zamachi, the exact same. Martinelli, the exact same. As you can see, our director of football must have just assumed our first team squad was fine. And finally, our only fee-paying permanent transfer was Declan Rudd. The English goalkeeper came in for around £170,000. I believe it can rise to £215,000. He's by far and away our best goalkeeper and the best. Actually, he is the best signing of the summer, not Lorenzo Dickman, but he's still only a good player for Serie B sides according to my assistant, and he's one of our best players hands down. So if we'll just take a look at some of the current abilities of some of our best players, according to our assistant manager, we've only got 5 players who are 4-star and above. Luka Bogdan, one of the key players for us last season, he's going to have to be absolutely fantastic if we're going to have any chance of staying up in this division. In terms of his report, he is listed as a decent player from our Serie A side, so that's probably the best we're going to get out of this squad. We've also got Lorenzo Gianelli, the other centre-half, so we've got 2 decent centre-halves, so you know they can maybe do something this season. Agazi, of course, was one of our best players last season. He's going to be again the same this season. Gasparo, our right back, who's left-footed, who doesn't really fit with what I would want to do. He looks more like a centre-half to me most of the time. He's listed as one of our best players. So yeah, I'm just quelling expectations right now. Our board expects us to attempt to avoid relegation. So that basically means as long as I don't lose every game, I could maybe stay in my job even with getting relegated, which is the aim. The aim is not to stay in this division. The aim is for me to keep my job. In terms of the transfers as well, we've still got 2.2 million left in the transfer budget with 5 grand in the wages. One of the major things that completely ruined our wage budget in particular was new contracts for the players that were still here. I think we had something like 14 grand available in the wages and £5 million transfer budget at the start of the summer. But then after all the new contracts to the players that were already at the club, our wage budget ended up going completely. So I did transfer some of the transfer budget in between just to try and kickstart my director of football actually making some offers for some players. And to be fair to him, he did make some offers for some loan players in particular that fell through due to them rejecting us. There was a club ended up getting taken over whilst we were in bid for one of their players, so that fell through. We were in for an Italian goalkeeper, Scuffia, if you've ever heard of him. He's from Udinese. That fell through. So, you know, he did try and sign some players that just didn't happen. But all of that brings us to our first game of the day today. Our first game of the season, actually, against Bologna. It is away from home. We have played one game in between the summer transfer window and the beginning game of Serie A. And we beat Lecce 4-0. It's still in Serie B, of course. So you would expect us to be able to beat these lot. We did dominate the game. Shots on target weren't great, but we got 4 goals, so you can't complain. So in terms of our first 11 for the first game of the season, this is what we're going to go with. Declan Rudd, our new goalkeeper, is going to start in goal. Gasparo is not going to start right back because Lorenzo Dickman is going to start right back. I just feel like him being the more attacking player, he is right-footed as well rather than the left foot of Gasparo. I feel like he can do the job for us. So Dickman will start at right back. Gianelli Bogdan will be our centre-backs with Iapicino as our left back. Lorenzo Del Pinto and Garidi, our new loan signings, will play in central midfield with the Gazzi playing the defensive midfield role. Miorino will start in attacking midfielder with Shia Picasa and Rajcevic leading the line. So in typical Italian fashion, Bologna have gone very defensive with 3 at the back, the attacking wing backs, the 3 in central midfield and the 2 up top. Matteo Destro, I would imagine, is going to have an absolute field day against my lot. So the very first game for Livorno in Serie A for this season is away at Bologna, and if we don't get embarrassed, that will do for me. Free kick, Miorino plays it in. Oh, what a strike that was, and a good save by Sepia, the keeper for Bologna. We're actually started okay. Another highlight, Miorino with the corner for us. It's played in, back post, it's cleared. Can we keep the ball alive? We can. Garidi on this right-hand side switches the play to Miorino. That was a very strange pass. And they're just playing it backwards and forwards between each other, switching flanks constantly, but it's back out to Miorino on this left-hand side. The ball's played in. Out to Garidi. Oh, he hits the post. And the defence manages to clear. We have started fantastically, by the way. And that's going to be it for half-time. A really pleasantly surprising, decent opening 45 minutes. I mean, it's not like we're absolutely smashing them or anything, but we are having the better of the ball, creating more opportunities. So, some positive signs, I'm going to hesitantly say. Iapicino has picked up a knock at left-back, so we're going to get him off. And we're going to get Gasparo on, actually. Obviously, with him not playing at right-back now, we can play him at left-back, which I don't know if it's his preferred position, but it definitely suits his left foot in our system more. 15 minutes to go, we're going to make another change. Lorenzo Del Pinto will go off from Yuango. Lorenzo Dickman is going to stay on the pitch, and we're going to save our last substitute just in case. 4 minutes of added time, and the clock is just ticking away. And an away point now, opening game of the season, would suit me down to the ground. I'm very, very pleased with that. In actual fact, based on the stats and how both teams played, we probably should have got the win, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. We didn't really create anything in the second half after a dominant first half performance, but I'm really pleasantly surprised, actually, not getting beat away from home in Serie A with the team that we are playing. Fantastic. You know, so I'm not going to get carried away with that. That could have very easily just have been one of them one-off games where we played out of our skins and the other team didn't. So managed to keep hold of the draw there. But our first point on the board in the first game is nothing to sneeze at now. I'm not sure when I want to come back. I don't know whether I want to show you the games where we're going to get smashed or where we've got a chance to win. But I'm thinking maybe we come back. I don't want to play Milan. I would like to play a home game though. Torino seems a bit close. So maybe we'll come back for that Atlanta game at the end of October. And then we'll judge how things are going based on that. So let me know, how do you think our director of football did in the summer transfer window? Our finances are not looking absolutely fantastic at the minute. We've still got 500 grand in the bank. But I imagine, hopefully, that's going to rise over the course of this season. I just don't know. It depends on the sort of prize money and stuff that we get. We are obviously not spending a lot compared to anyone in this division. In terms of net transfer spend, we ended up finishing 13th with a 293 grand net transfer spend. And we are a good 3 million per year off the annual wage budget of our nearest rival. And if you just go to 17th, we're double our wage budget. So yeah, it's going to be a real struggle to stay up this season with the quality of players that we've got. But a positive start. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. And if you enjoy my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.